This is my video for the two-gun action challenge match held August 15th, 2020. This is the first rounds fired on the clock with my KP-15. This is number 21 out of the first sample run of 50 pieces. This stage requires that the shooter hit 2 mini IPSC targets at about 200 yards, go under both sticks, then engage these 2 full-size IPSC targets at 100 yards. I am using the Trijicon MRO HD with the Trijicon 3-power magnifier. Even though the targets are very large and would have been faster to transition between at 100 yards there, it's not worth the time to flip the magnifier out of the way versus just leaving it in place to engage those 200-yard targets. Each subsequent iteration on this stage, the shooter goes under 1 less stick. So on this last iteration, I'll go under no sticks versus the first one being 2 and the second one being 1. The dust signature is building up downrange, so I take a little more time to get behind the sight and see the target on this iteration. I hand the rifle off to my support hand to keep it downrange as I move across. I'm first armored and first overall on this stage. On this stage, the shooter starts with magazines loaded to only 6 rounds, and the shooter must shoot empty before reloading. This stage also has 3 iterations, getting 3 hits on those plates, and then getting 1 hit on the center plate from this position. If you shoot clean with no misses, that's 12 rounds required, so only 1 reload. I take more time to let my sight stabilize before I fire. 1 extra reload on this stage could cost you the win. Notice how I load my weight into the prop to make it stabilize more. I'm first armored and first overall on this stage. This stage requires that the shooter engage all 3 targets from the left and right side of each barricade. I transition shoulders so it's easier to do from the right side on this barricade and the 2 subsequent barricades. Looking through the MRO with my right eye just feels kind of weird. It's slightly distorted and doesn't quite look the same sight picture-wise as shooting out of my left eye. I proactively reload here as I'm halfway through the stage and I don't want to run empty. From this position, it's easy enough to engage targets from my left shoulder from both sides of the barricade. I'm first armored and first overall on this stage as well. In the end, I'm first out of 5 in Armor Division and first out of 29 overall, having won all 3 stages overall at this match. This was definitely a great first field test of the KP-15 polymer receiver. It feels good to get a win right out of the gate using it at its first match. For more technical discussion of the KP-15 receiver, click the link to the in-range video about it in the description below. Thank you for watching. Come back again for more match and multi-gun competition content.